So there was a thing on Reddit where if you watch what happens here, so Wunder ults Niski, which knocks the creep in front of Bwipo, which blocks the hook, which means that Jankos has to flash or like engage onto Bwipo and ult him. Stop the ult. Which makes Jankos die. So that was really unlucky. That was really unlucky. So I thought Lucian Thresh are really high prior right now. And then I thought G2 would first pick Lucian and give Thresh over. But I think first picking Thresh made more sense because then they knew that they wouldn't pick Lucian. Because then they have to play Diana Lucian. And I don't know if they play that, to be honest. And then I was like, wait, if they don't pick Lucian now, they're going to pick Lucian. And then they can take Diana too. Because if they don't take Lucian, they don't take Diana either. Because it doesn't make sense to take both. So I thought G2's topside draft in the first rotation was pretty nuts. I thought this was really good. The Aurelia answer was also quite a good idea, I think. But then we get to the next phase bans, and I didn't understand G2's bans so much. So they take away Set. I mean, they probably think Mundo's going jungle. Fnatic thought Mundo's going jungle as well. These bans were odd. I don't know about Ashe, but sure. It kind of makes sense in a way. So the Braum ban is odd, but I guess Tristana Braum is pretty powerful. Normally Braum into Thresh is not that great, but I mean, against Lucian and you're playing double AD carry, it's probably really annoying to play into a Braum. So now they obviously have the Mundo flex, and I think that this Vayne pick was good. I'll say it, I think Vayne was a good pick here. Into these three champs, Vayne was a good pick. From what Reckless had in terms of information, Vayne's a good pick. However, there's two bad things about picking Vayne right here. Biggest number one problem, you lose lane after level 3 or 4. Because you'll start to get pushed in. Which is not what you want with Thresh. I think having Thresh, you probably want to win lane and keep the push. So, number 2, Fnatic flex Mundo, which is really important. They flex it to top. Not sure about the Gragas blind pick for top lane. I mean, there's not that many tops, I guess, because Gwen's out, Seth is out, Viego's out. Maybe Nara is one of the better picks. Wukong could be fine too. I just don't really like Gragas blind pick because, I mean, Mundo gets a... I mean, it's not easy, you know? But he's basically... The reason it's kind of easy for Mundo is there's double AP top jungle, so he can just fucking do whatever he wants, this Mundo. This last pick was really good. It works really well with the Aurelia Tristana. You have a melee support, phase check. So Karthus can just AFK farm. We won't talk about what actually happened in the game, but I think that he has pretty good lanes. The only problem I see with this Karthus pick is enemy team has push top. They have push mid, push bot, level 1 to 4. So Diana gets double crab, and if he gets invaded on his second respawn, it's fucking doomed. Which is the only risk I see here. This first blood was pretty intelligent. You know, you just pincer it. Tristana hovers here, Thresh sees him, and then you come behind the Thresh. So yeah, this was a good pick. Yeah, like I said, the Karthus, they even have a ward on Karthus' red, which kind of sucks. But yeah, you have push top, push mid, push bot. So Diana instantly gets double crab no matter what. I think Reckless's trading in the early lane was not bad if you watch him here. His trading here was not bad. Walk up, auto. Calibrates proc, use the bush to sway out, upsets autos. Keep queuing forwards, chunking him out. The problem is Reckless has upset has 3 potions, I think it is, or 2, and the longsword, so it's really hard for him to chunk him out. He also has a shield, which is like, yeah, really impossible to chunk out. Yeah, Bwipo he's done like the best he can do right now. He just has to run to his respawn camps and just keep full clearing. No pushing lanes, can't walk into river, deep wards in his jungle. There's really not much he can do. Anyway, he gets a ward on their Gromp, gets a little bit of vision, sure. I mean, they saw Diana anyway. Run through mid to top. But now they know Diana's basing. They have a ward on Gromp, so they'll know that she's full clearing top to bot. Yeah, now you can see Fnatic start to push in both sides. I think after level 4-5, bot lane starts to get the push, top lane starts to get the push. Now Bwipo's life gets slightly easier. The only time Caps can't push is if he gets ganked. They're tracking pretty well. Jankos is using a lot of his time though. I don't really like what Jankos did, personally. He skipped his Gromp to not give away information. Which I don't think is worth it when it's second Gromp. I think they should have died and he should have full cleared back down. It doesn't matter if they give information. They should know he's here. Plus, there's not much he can do in bot anyway. Because now, despite Diana getting double crab, they're both even. And that's because he skipped Gromp. And now his Krugs will respawn in time. So it's kind of like, well, you got double crab, but now you're even. And Bwipo knows the Gromp is up because they warded it earlier. So he's just running there because his lanes are TPing back to lane. And the enemy lanes can't TP back. So he has turbo tempo advantage in top and mid. I mean, Niski's doing something really weird here. He should be already here. He should follow his jungle, not go for a ward here. This does nothing. He has a pink here already. This was a mistake by Niski to ward here. He should have already pushed in mid and be hovering around the top side. Bwipo plays this really well. His Qs are good, which is one thing, but his flash was huge. Right here. Even though it looks like he's dead, flashing out and then making Caps have to flash over with no E and then landing 2 Qs on him. That's pretty big. And then obviously Adam hitting every skill shot too. If Niski was here in time, I think that maybe they just get out with everyone. Or they get an extra kill. So yeah, this all comes down to Jankos not taking his Gromp, which is kind of annoying. Okay, now they go for this top dive, which I think was... I mean, Adam can't really run away. Also, I don't know why they don't all-in bot here. I feel like there was 2 scenarios where they could have all-in bot. And this was one of them. I guess the main reason they didn't go for this was they didn't have vision. But there's one later on that you guys will see, which I think they could have just gone for an all-in bot, which was really odd that they didn't. Anyway, Mundo dies. Big shot down to Caps. He loses some mid-waves for it. That's why they become even in CS all of a sudden. But it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Wunder gets 2 plates, pushes out top, gets CS lead. Mundo no TP, and they get nothing on the cross map. All they get is Bwipo full clearing. I don't think Jankos loses his bot camps here, does he? I mean, I think Bwipo, when he hears Herald die, should go there after Drake. But they're trading right now, which is fine. Chris is level 6. No, I don't mean this one. This was like one of them where I thought, maybe he could do a little bit more there. But you'll see there's another one soon, where I think that they could have gone all in bot. Smart of G2 there to take away red buff, because now when Bwipo runs into bot side jungle, he can only take Raptors. He can't go for Krugs, it's too deep. He can only really take Raptors, I think. But that's pretty good. There's no red buff for him to take. Really smart play by G2's bot lane. So I think the all-in bot idea starts to come soon, where I think they could have gone for it. I mean, they are pretty scared right now on the map, I think, G2, because of card assault. So yeah, contesting 2v2s and 3v3s is a bit difficult. Bwipo pushing Jankos out. Good play by Niski, punishing Jankos' flash. But the Lantern was clutch. Wunder cancels Bwipo's ult. Yeah, a lot of cool things happen in that fight. I think if Jankos flashed as Niski ult flashed, which is very hard. Okay, I'm not saying, oh, Jankos griefed it. It's very hard to do that. But if he did, I think that maybe they could have just turned on Niski and killed him after he misses his ult. This fight was really interesting because the reason he chases him down is because he has tier 2 boots and Alistar is moving and so is Mundo. So he has good opportunity here. And he's level up. If Jankos flashed now and this misses, then I think Niski just gets turned on and dies, perhaps. But he gets saved with Lantern, so that's great. And then Hylissang just tries to slow Caps down. Okay, TP back, just gives gold to Lucian. Caps has no TP though, but he should get the next plate as well. Nice. Cool, so Lucian's really fed. They're only like 500 gold down, doesn't matter. They're down to Drake too, which, yeah, it also doesn't matter. No pressure, I think, especially when you have Vayne on your team. No pressure to have gold leads, even though it looks like you might have to with Lucian Diana. Doesn't matter too much. Here, I think G2 could all in bot, right here. Because this Alistar just used combo. I think they should go on this Alistar. This Alistar just completely inted it. I thought Reckless could just ult here, and they could go for an all-in. They have Wunder TP. This Alistar ult won't do shit against Vayne. Even Karthus ult is down. I think this is a great all-in. This is a fantastic all-in. This Alistar is useless now. No Ignite, there's no Karthus ult. We have Wunder's TP. This guy has no combo. I think also when Vayne ults here and tumbles, this Tristana can't jump in. Thresh has Flay, Exhaust, Guardian. They have Heal. There's no Ignite. Yeah, I'm convinced this is a good all-in. I know Upset can cleanse the Exhaust, but I think his jump will get flayed. Mickey has ult as well, so he can't even move. And Vayne can knock him away, worst case. Goes invisible, has heal because they have no Ignite. I think that was a turbo all-in. I can tell you guys for a fact, Tristana does not one-shot Vayne. Maybe Triss will ult him away, but I still think that they could have punished him. Like, here is slightly different. Like, this one, for example, here, this is different because Alistar has combo up, okay? And they have Karthus ult and Ignite, so I can see why they're not going in here. This would be completely in to go in there. Bit of a confusing play here, because I think that here, Jankos should just blast cone over to avoid Karthus passive and help his team. But instead he's waiting for it at the top, which is kind of awkward. And he's running through it. Anyway, here comes the pulse, but I think, yeah, G2 win this fight so hard anyway. I mean, even if you look at it, right, Upset can jump in, yes, but Wunder is unkillable. There's both carries hitting him. Diana's coming behind with ult up. Yeah, I think this fight is won. Yeah. Fight this one. Really well played by Upset though. 2 for 1. Not a bad fight. Oh, Mickey missed his play. Hylissang knocked Jankos out the pit, which is kind of grief. But yeah, I think that Hylissang could have killed. They could have killed Jankos there. Sorry. Can you answer the rules? Well, when I was a pro player, I didn't know what the specific rules were, but I'm pretty sure if you have an issue, pause. There's no like wait until the fight's over. There's no like don't pause in the middle of a dive or something. The second you have an issue, pause. That was, as far as I'm aware, all that was said. How tanky is Jankos, by the way? Like, what is this? Look at this. Look at this. This Tristana damage, okay? Look at this Tristana damage. Okay, Jankos has that much shield, okay? Tristana. E, Q, auto, 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 auto. E, boom. That's his fucking burst. That's his burst through... I think Guardian maybe proc there or something. I don't know. It was like a Lantern and a die and a W for sure. It looked like he did absolutely no damage. It was so funny. Game is in a good spot for G2, of course. A very odd series of events starts to unfold in a sec. Because now G2 take top tier 1, but they don't have TP. And I trade with bot tier 1. Bwipo is a bit behind. Good knockback by Reckless. Niski also dies here. Yeah, Caps should not die bot here, because Caps is 100% fine. Look at Caps, he's for sure fine. I think, does he get out now? Oh, he does get out. Okay, cool. There's one instance where Caps dies. I think it is soon. Another game is obviously a great spot for G2. They match Drakes. They're up in gold. Vayne is 2-0. Yeah, it's a really great game right now. So now they're retaking their bot side after using all their pressure top. So they're going to transition all these pinks back to bot side. So they can get rid of all their vision. Yeah, I mean, they tried to retake their bot side, but Caps is still getting jumped on, which is like really awkward. You spend all your time retaking your bot side camps and then this happens. Like, Jesus, how is that even allowed that Caps can die here? Like, where is G2's vision? So you're basing, you're going to retake bot side. Mickey has 4 wards. You have pinks, pink, pink. Wunder puts his pink, but where is the vision? Like, guys, Caps wants to push bot. Top waves push into the fucking Nexus. Or tier 2, whatever. Contesting this mid wave is fine with Vayne and Thresh, yeah, but guys, we didn't even fucking push them out of our bot side. We have all of our wards up. So you can't really, I mean, can't really blame Caps for that, you know? Wow, their retake of bot side was just poorly done. So Niski's just inting here a bit. He tried to make a pick on Wunder, but because he E'd and hit nothing, so he really, I thought you could ult him. But then he just ults her and runs away with phase rush. No, with phase rush, sorry, just ults away. So Upset is actually cross-mapping very, very well this game. Every single play that's happening, Upset's taking something on the map. When he dived bot, he took bot tier 1. Like, massive props to Upset. Upset is playing incredibly well this game. He is, like, staying extremely calm, even when his team's dying all over the map. They died 3 times in top in these areas, Bwipo and Niski. He took bot tier 1, took mid bot tier 2, killed Caps, took deep vision, now he's taking Drake. Now he's not doing this all alone because Hylissang's next to him, but I think that Upset is playing really, really well to keep them in the game right now. And you'll see exactly what he does now. Top tier 1's next objective for the team. G2 has full pressure top. And then just watch what Upset does. He knows exactly where he needs to be at the time. He's just chilling out, you know. His top side is really struggling. But he doesn't care. He's going to carry 2 items with the BF sword. Now he's going to retake top. And just watch how Upset keeps cross-mapping. Because they're down 2k gold. And they're losing out on half these plays. But if Upset was not actually doing anything and just farming mid and oinking, then they'd be down 4k gold right now. So now the map's in a bit of a lull state. Because, I mean, Fnatic's objective is obviously top tier 1. G2 want to get bot tier 1 and they want to have Lucian on side lane. But they don't have any vision for Lucian to push. And they don't have any vision for Irelia to push. So both teams are going to try to do that. So Jankos can move bot side to help Caps get the push. And he has TP up. And Hylissang's going to move top to get the push for Niski and try to get some vision for him so he can push. Now, obviously those are 2v2s and 3v3s. So that's why mid wave's important. Because whoever has the push can join either side faster. One team decides to try to stop them from making it happen. Like, look at Upset. Insta moving from mid. Hovering around sides. Making sure they get the push. Like it a lot. Wunder makes a big mistake here. What is he even trying to do? Like, what is the plan here? When his team is pushing out bot, I think it's because his support jungle are coming up. But this tower is dead. Even if he's going to clear these 2 creeps, this tower is dead. And there's a reason that this fucking Irelia is just standing there hitting it. Because he has his team all around. He saw them water over the wall. He has no vision. Mickey's really far away, running towards mid to help Reckless. He just walks up and gives a shutdown to Upset. So this was a big mistake by Wunder. So let's look at this pause timing. Because right now, nothing's actually happening. Jankos is catching top wave. These 2 want to base, and Caps is basing too. So this pause didn't do anything so far as I'm aware. And you can see his screen turned off because the ref is looking at the back of his screen. And she's unplugging and replugging the cables. So something must have turned off 100%. Okay, now we're back in it. And Bwipo is hooked. And they're all-inning top right now. It looks like they're all-inning onto Jankos, who has stopwatch and flash. So Bwipo dies. No. Yeah, Bwipo dies. Now Fnatic. Jankos should not have died here. I don't know how he died, but he did die. So where was the game-ruining pause? I don't see it. Is it this? It was the first pause that everyone's mad about? Is it because they're all running away? Is that why? Because they all changed their mind? Interesting. I mean, obviously Wunder dies. But then you have to also wonder, like, this Drake should be pretty free for G2. But then Mickey kind of ints it, I want to say. Because Fnatic's giving this up. Hylissang's running away. And for Hylissang to run away, that's when you know the team's giving it up. But then Mickey is just kind of, you know, that happens. And then Upset can jump in because he's no hook. And he misses his flay. So he's dead. And now they all start moving forwards. I mean, I can see why people can be mad. Because Fnatic are now disengaging. Even though they're probably trying to engage. But you also have to ask yourselves, like, this fight is lost for Fnatic, isn't it? Niski's already trying to run away. Okay, let's just look at player movement. Bwipo's dead. Niski movement, let's look at it. He's trying to run away. He's trying to run away. Okay. Fnatic's trying to re-engage. Niski's dead. Okay. They want to re-engage. Hylissang is trying to channel Hex Flash. He wants to Hex Flash here and combo them all. Yeah? Okay? That's exactly what he's trying to do. It gets cancelled. And now he can't. So do you think that Fnatic's going to all in this anyway? Do you think that their call changed and they decided to run away from this pause? Could be. But then you also have to understand that, like, maybe they were just all in it anyway. Because Hylissang probably would go in. Yeah, I can see it. But then also, there's a Jankos is right here with ult. Caps is full HP. Wunder's fine. Mickey's full HP and he's fine with flash up. Yeah, it's a one fight for G2 no matter what happens there. Yeah, if he can Hex Flash here, then he will get a knock up. And then maybe Upset jumps in. But Fnatic will, I think they'll probably lose the fight because Jankos is right behind them. I don't know if they accounted for Jankos being right here because no one can really see him right now. Only Bwipo can. He's probably calling it. What you see is not what happened on my screen. Okay. Well, thanks for clearing that up, man. Because the Everfrost animation didn't actually show that it cancelled you. And then I guess if you're saying you Hex Flashed anyway, then I guess your character is kind of like here now, bugging through the wall. Yeah, I think the second pause, nothing changed. I thought that people were mad about the second pause, but the second pause didn't do anything in my eyes. So the second pause, when Bwipo's screen turns off now, I guess everyone was just kind of mad about the first pause. So yeah, the second pause didn't do anything. And then Fnatic win this fight. Then they get Nash. So the game was pretty even up until then. But I also think that a big part of this game as to why Fnatic came back was this mistake by Wunder. Because to me, there's two big mistakes G2 make. The first mistake is this one, where they push in top, they get 2 kills, like they killed Bwipo and Niski, they pushed out top, they're really far ahead right now on their top side, and Vayne has 2 kills. But then all of a sudden they base, there's no top wave, they go to take mid wave and they try to retake their bot side jungle, but they can't actually, I don't know what they do. They walk into their bot side jungle, they have 6 wards on Mickey, Reckless has a pink, Jankos has 2 pinks, Wunder has a pink, but they don't clear this. They don't put any wards themselves. They put 1 pink here and that's it. And then they just all run topside again. And Caps wants to push bot, but then they just leave him. So yeah, G2 all now run mid topside. And Caps is just chilling alone bot. Like, what is he supposed to do here? Where he doesn't see shit. And they already have double pinks here. So, I mean, I guess you could probably just use normal wards if you want to keep them. That was mistake number 1. Then mistake number 2 was Wunder. Like, what does Wunder... Why does Wunder try to defend this tier 1 top? The tower's dead. His whole team is... I mean, I can see why he's trying to go for it, because his jungle support is coming. But you're just trading sides. Like, just trade tier 1 for tier 1. And then you also could make the argument that maybe he thinks Mickey's coming. But Mickey's actually running mid if you look at the minimap. He's running mid. And he tries to clear out the wave. But, like, yeah, there's no one here. So he just dies, gives another shutdown to upset. And the pulse comes, and then the turbo fight comes, and then they get Nash. Wunder's still dead. This was a good kill. G2 tried to chase. Yo, Tusk, thanks for the 7 months, dude. Much love. I think Mickey should exhaust Irelia here. Oh, he does. Okay, good. Maybe Caps could have just focused. I mean, I guess if Caps doesn't go for upset, he can jump in whenever he wants. So he has to force upset out. But then, as soon as Vayne dies, I don't think Mickey should walk up. I mean, I can see what he's trying to do, trying to hook Niski. But then he just gives him a free kill. It's a very risky play. I can see it, but... Yeah, and then Caps dies to Adam. Wunder's out, but doesn't matter. Then you get Nash. So yeah, this was the biggest turning point, I think. What happened to Hylissang's stun? Oh, it doesn't charge up. He thought it charged up, I guess. But now he has it. No, he doesn't get it off at all. Upset gets one popped. Wunder plays that really well. I'm surprised that Adam is so tanky. Even though Reckless is like free hitting him. This card to pick was so good. This card to pick was so good. Like, what can Lucian Vayne do in fights, honestly? So it's a 2 for 2. So it's actually worth for G2, kind of. The 2 for 2, because you take Baron buffs off, obviously. And you get shut down. So kind of worth it to go 2 for 2 if you're behind. Going even in trades and kills and fights is always worth it if you're behind. Okay, Fnatic's playing 1-4. Yeah, it's really hard to take tier 3s on the first Baron. Taking tier 3s on first Baron is pretty impossible. Obviously, because, you know, the distance that the players have to travel, right? If I want to defend tier 3s, I can just move between here, right? But if I want to defend tier 2s, then I have to move, you know. It's a lot longer to defend tier 2s. Plus, not very easy to defend tier 2s, because you don't have much space to work with. And most tier 2s just die when you have Nash. Especially if you have Tristana with rapid fire. It just one-shots it. Yeah, this engage was really good from Hylissang, because Caps is insta one-shot. So there was a thing on Reddit where, if you watch what happens here, so Wunder ults Niski, which knocks the creep in front of Bwipo, which blocks the hook, which means that Jankos has to flash or like engage onto Bwipo and ult him, stop the ult, which makes Jankos die. So that was really unlucky. That was really unlucky. So a lot of people asked if Reckless didn't do this, would the game be winnable for G2? The answer is, it's hard to say. Obviously the game will go on for longer. But if you just account for right now before he flashes, Fnatic have a free Drake. I don't think G2 can contest this. They don't have push, they don't have vision. I think they can't really face check Mundo. I think Upset can lifesteal on Drake. Niski can TP back. Like, Drake's for sure dead. They have Cloud Soul 100%. And I think that Jankos is dead for 50 seconds, so is Bwipo. But so no team can really... They can't really rush Nash. I don't think G2 can trade Nash for Dragon. Especially with Niski having TP. Adam could probably just solo it worst case or Upset. But they can't really trade anyway. So all that would happen is Fnatic would get Cloud Soul, base, and be first to... They would be first to Nash. And that's it, I guess. Pretty sure that Fnatic would win anyway. I mean, the Vayne is... The thing is, the Vayne is going to get really OP, of course, the more items it gets. But the Karthus is going to be level 16 soon, you know, with the Rabadons. So I don't think... Does he have Rabadons for this fight, actually? No, he doesn't. So yeah, I think that even if Vayne gets like an IE or whatever, when this guy gets Rabadons level 16, I think it probably gets worse or for G2. But I think G2 will probably lose the game anyway. Yeah, Upset still has GA as well after the fight, doesn't he? Yeah, I think this game's pretty doomed. Unless Reckless can get like IE fucking Bloodthirster in the next 6 minutes before Elder, because Fnatic probably gonna get Nash. They one-shot it. Lucian still needs Cyrildes. But yeah, that's the game. That was an interesting game. I think the pauses were... I want to say the pauses were over-exaggerated. Well, the second one especially. I saw people even flaming about the second one. The second pause did nothing. The first pause, maybe Fnatic had like an extra second or two of running away. Okay, maybe the pause made it so Fnatic ran away, you know. Like, just sucks. I don't think that was the game deciding point, you know. I don't think this decided the entire game. It was a bunch of mistakes as well, right? Even after the pause. You know, it's 1 for 2, still winning fight for G2. I still think the pause maybe made Fnatic back off. You know, maybe there's a world where Fnatic full commit if there was no pause anyway, and they all die. True. But then I think that Mickey made a mistake by walking up here, missing hook, and then getting jumped on. And then, because Fnatic's backing off here, I think, look at Hylissang, he's actually running away until Mickey steps up. So I think the reason that G2 lost, well, not lost the fight, but went 2 for 2 is because of this. But then also you have to realize Hylissang actually knocked Jankos out of the pit, right? So that was lucky for G2, you know? Jankos would have died, double buffs to upset. You know, hard to say.